So I have the surgery. Luckily, it went fine, but I was out of it. I was really out of it. And my parents were too afraid to drive on the freeway. So one of my friends had to pick the three of us up from the hospital and drive us back to
Oh
my
wow. Okay.
apartment.
Okay.
And I'm in the back seat, like still drugged up. Like I'm just hearing kind of parts of their conversation. I'm like kind of chiming in, but I'm like, yeah, like, oh, I don't even know what I say. I always get nervous when I'm like that and not in control that I'm going to say something that I shouldn't
To
say
the
or
wrong people.
to the wrong
Right.
people. So I think I was okay. I don't think I said anything too crazy. And we ended up having a good time. I have a pool
Yeah.
at my place, and they're used to the cold, so they hung by the pool up. They took care of me.
You had some major surgery, so you're
Yeah.
kind of going through that at the same time. But I'm glad they were there for you for that. That's cool.
And we just watched a bunch of TV too. There's some great. Oh, speaking of shows, have you been watching that JFK Jr. show? It's
No,
on
which one?
Hulu. It's called Love Story.
No.
It's Freddie, you gotta watch it. It's good.
I need a show, Nikki. I really do. I don't. I haven't had a show for years. I need a show.
Really? You
Yes.
need the show. So to be honest, I knew that they died tragically in the plane crash in '99. But besides that, I really, I was little. I didn't know too much about the story and this and that. So it's not completely truthful, but it's fun. They release one episode a week, and right now there's been 5 episodes, and it's really enjoyable.
That's cool. What is it called again?
It's called Love Story on Hulu.
Love Story on Hulu. Got it. Okay.
But I
Okay.
bring this up because someone told me I look like another person now. Remember we were talking.
Yes. Who did you get this time, Nikki?
So this time, Freddie, I'm just home the other night chilling. I get a text message from one of our coworkers, and
Okay.
she was like, "Are you related to Carolyn Bessette?" And that's was JFK's wife, the
Oh,
blonde
okay. Okay.
woman.
Okay.
And I'm like, here we go. Here's another one. I'm like, I don't think I'd look anything like her, but I'm like, okay, fine. I'll take it. Whatever. I mean, we both have blonde hair. She has blue eyes. I have green eyes. Like, okay, fine. I don't think we look anything at all alike, but
Right.
okay. But people are always telling me I look like someone.
Wow. Carolyn Bessette. Can I look her up for a second?
Yeah, look her up. Look her up.
Carolyn.
She was the one. She died in the plane crash with the JFK. They were married for I think 3 years. When it happened.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that a little bit. Yeah. I mean, kinda.
And then my coworker, she comes in. She was like, I'm sorry. I texted you. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I get it all the time. I'm used to it now. I get it all the time. I've gotten worse, so it's fine. People are going crazy, saying, what an icon she was, what a great dresser.
Yeah,
so
well, she's beautiful. I mean, of course,
it.
you're always, it's always good to. I got the only thing I got, like I told you, is a cartoon character, Nikki. I got Jimmy Neutron.
Yep.
So,
I'll always remember that one. That one's hard to forget. Okay, Freddie, you have 10 minutes.
Gosh,
Mr. Neutron.
So today, this very current news, a student and his instructor went down in the Hudson, and they're calling it the mini Miracle on the Hudson. It's a small Cessna 172 plane that basically every student pilot flies before they get their pilot's license. I don't know why they were flying in such cold, icy conditions, but maybe in the East Coast they do things differently. But yeah, they ended up in the Hudson, and they had to. I mean, the airplane literally went into the icy water, and they had to swim to shore for safety. And they're both okay. They're treated for only minor injuries, but it's wild because see, I've been taking flying lessons for quite a while. I mean, granted, I haven't done it in a minute, but. See, the one thing they always teach you when you're flying a plane, Nikki, is if you're flying your own plane, always look out for a place to land if your engine just goes out. Because those planes can glide. They can glide beautifully all the way down.
So the whole flight, wherever you are, you're constantly looking out thinking, where could I land if I need to land right now?
Is a good pilot is supposed to. Now, now that's along with communicating with the tower, along with enjoying the scenery. And that's why, this is why, and I'm glad if anybody thought about wanting to be a pilot, well, it's not just beauty and fun and, oh, look how beautiful everything looks. You're constantly scanning for so many different things at the same time. But that was a good story all in all, though, because I think the kid was only 17 years old.
Wow.
And the instructor, I don't know how old the instructor was, but they both, I think what happened was, of course, as protocol, the instructor took over as the plane started coming down. And
But was it I guess too late though, by the time he took over? He couldn't
well,
get it back.
and also, if we're thinking about New York, it's a hard place to find anywhere safe to land,
Good
a
point.
plane.
True, that's another good point. And I'm curious how long they had to swim. How long were they swimming in this icy cold water?
How big is the Hudson? Because I think the report said one of them was treated for minor, what was it, hypothermia.
Yeah, jeez. Because it's been cold. The East Coast, I don't know what it is now, but it has been cold. They've had some crazy weather. Usually the city doesn't snow. I know it snowed a few weeks ago. I've never been in the Hudson, and I don't think I ever want to be in the Hudson.
Have you ever gone on one of those little planes, Nikki?
I've done a couple helicopter rides, actually.
Okay. All right, that's cool.
The first time I realized I don't like to do things the second time a lot, because the first time I did it, it was a New Year's Eve, and it was so much fun. And we went, all around LA, over Santa Monica. You could see the pier. It was just, it was so cool, so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, the girl I was seeing at the time, for my birthday, she took me on a helicopter ride, and it was cool, but it just didn't have the same excitement the second time around.
Okay.
Maybe it's just how I am, but I think that's pretty cool. You're a pilot, Freddie. Like, tell us more. Can you?
Well, see, technically, I still have to take the test to get my pilot's license, but the thing about getting a pilot's license is it's fun in games, but it's also very, very, very expensive. So, if there's anybody who thought about wanting to be a, pilot, well, I'm sure there's programs that help, but I mean, it's a very expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Of course, if you want to do it for a living, then that makes more sense. So,
Well, you're cool. You're a baller though, Freddie. You're cool. I could, that's only you would have a hobby like that. That's awesome.
I know. I'm kind of crazy like that, Nikki. I don't know. I don't know why I do the things that I do.
But honestly, those planes are so dangerous. Like JFK Jr., crashed the plane. You hear that more and more.
Yeah,
It's the small planes that crash.
JFK Jr. and they always there's like a silent joke in the aviation industry, or at least in flying school, and it's half true that the worst pilots are usually always doctors and lawyers because of the ego. Yeah. Because they think they're already professionals and they got all the money in the world that in itself can save them, but they're usually the reckless. I mean, look at Harrison Ford. I mean, not to knock him, because that could happen to anybody, but it's a very ego-less profession,
Yes.
And it takes a lot of humility and a lot of money
it does.
to do it, but it's a lot of fun.
Honestly, though, I think, Freddie, if nothing else, even if you never get your license, if, let's say, something happened, it's a good skill to have. You're up in the air, something happens to the pilot or whatever. It's good that you have an idea how to fly, even if you never end up getting your license.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But let me say this, though, Nikki. I will. If I've spent this much money, I will.
Okay, you will. Okay.
I will. You will know, Nikki.
Damn, I don't have a plane sound effect, but yeah. Well, we're gonna check in on you again, Freddie, because you do need to get it. That would be so cool. And then you're just gonna pick me up on your private jet, and you're gonna take me to New York, and
exactly. We're going on adventures that we've been talking about for a while now.